kept driving.
Yeah.
All right, so we have a little bit different day than normally planned. So normally I have my big truck and trailer and this whole setup, but that's all on the East Coast. So we wanted to come out and party still and drive, so we had to do it a little bit differently. So I got Brandon, Mr. B's truck, brand new truck, super nice truck. I like my Dodges, but this is a beautiful brand new Platinum 2025. And then we have a U-Haul rental, and we are open trailering this guy. So kind of cool setup. I've never used one of these before. Hey, look, a new buggy. I've never used one of these before, but yeah, seems to be good. It towed fine. It worked. Luckily, I have the ramps to here, so it makes it very low, so it's easy to get on and off of, and we should be good. So we're testing out a bunch of stuff on this car. We are possibly driving this at Hot Pit next round because Habibi doesn't have his car, so Sam's car and truck and trailer and everything is with our car over in Orlando, so he will not have it for the next round of Hot Pit Auto Fest. So we figured, like, you know what, screw it, let's let's bring out this guy, the Old Faithful car, and see how it works, see what it's all about. I loaded up some tires, so I didn't bring a bunch of stuff. We brought like 3 of the big radium fuel jugs, and then I don't know, 2, 4, 6, 8 tires. So we have some 300 tread wear, some 200 tread wear, some other 300 tread wear, and they're basically just all of our scrubs from over the time. But really just testing out the new red line and a couple other things. So it should be a good time for sure. All right, let's hit the track, see what happens. Alright, so we made our first lap out, and we had a couple issues. So the proportioning valve thing that we put in line in the brakes, yeah, don't do that because it locks up the thing, and now the calipers are locked up. So that's a bad deal. That's not one to do. And then the other issue too, if you notice, we have the laptop out. That is because 3 laps in, or 3 corners in, sorry, first corner, second corner, third corner, yeah, 3 corners in, we lost drive-by-wire. So drive-by-wire communication just went done. So don't know what we're gonna do on that. We need to figure out why I do not have a gas pedal or a throttle pedal, because it doesn't respond at all. High idle doesn't respond, nothing responds. So I don't know if it's on the throttle body or on the pedal itself, but either way, it's kind of a problem. And I didn't have version 5 of the like the Holly stuff, so I'm trying to download version 5 on very, very, very slow hotspot internet. So this might be a while. So hang on with us. Hopefully we can get the car back up and running and get back out there. But at this point, and the computer's stuck at 30%. It has not moved from 30% in quite a while. So hopefully they can figure out what it's doing, or why my computer's stuck at 30%, then I can keep going and get into the ECU and then figure out what's going on with the ECU. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to, and good thing I grabbed this, we're most likely going to put one of these guys in. So right now I have a check valve, and instead of putting a check valve, we're just going to do this dry brake, just because I need the length out of it. So hopefully that works. I don't think I have enough AM fittings to go male to male, but if I do, then I might just do male to male to make it easier, but at least I have a dry brake to fit in the hole just in case. I'm gonna go harass Margaritas. He might have a male to male -3. All right, so I'm going on a journey. It's a little bit of a walk. I'm all the way up top in the shade. These guys are all the way down there. I'm sure someone between all these guys has a male to male instead of a -3 to -3. So we'll start asking around. Someone will probably have one. Let's figure it out. What up, buddy? So just spoke to Luke Magula, and he only has 4 to 4, no 3 to 3. So we're gonna keep on our little mission and see who might have what and where we might find something. But I have pretty high hopes that my buddy down here at Margaritas has something. Where is? Oh, I already passed him. He's back here. I gotta go the other way. We even have Sir Jeffrey Jones too. He might have something, but most people have all their truck and trailers on the East Coast.
Some of that was just the mindset of changing all that. Uh-oh, we're on camera.
third question. Yep, you got it on camera. Do you have a -3 to -3 with no dry brake in the middle? Like just a normal 3 to 3?
You don't like it, right?
It doesn't work. I know, it almost worked.
Sorry. Let's check my half. Why don't that work? That should work, right? Maybe
I just need a normal 3 to 3. Yeah, nitrous line, or any brake line or extension or anything. So
let's go in the shop.
We have to go to the shop. He's the only one that actually has his full rig set up out here, so he has actually all the stuff that we need. And yeah, hopefully he has it. What happened over here, buddy?
It's leaking.
No, on the side.
Yeah, I know. Don't put it over. Oh, that's Mason.
The what?
Mason?
Oh, that's what Mason did? Dude, he destroyed the side of that car.
No, it's all the car.
All right, so here's the coolest thing ever. This is the ambulance. The LS Doctor ambulance. Now, he doesn't have a lot of turbo stuff, so he might not have this.
AM for my brother, for a different mother.
Just 3 to 3. That's all big stuff.
I know.
It's basically like, it would be brake line stuff. That's giant too. No.
Yeah.
You're very organized, but not on what we need.
It's
okay.
Maybe on the nitrous stuff, which let me think.
I think nitrous is 4 though. Yeah, nitrous is all 4. So it's okay. Thank you, brother. No problem. We will get creative.
I think you're right.
It is. Nitrous is all 4. Or at least this is 4, and the nitrous jets are 4.
Yeah.
The ends might be 3s though. It'd be like what would go on a brake line.
Be creative.
I get creative. Don't worry. I make some stuff.
It breaks. Make sure you do it right, okay? I know you're gonna do it right, but
we'll figure it out.
okay.
Thank you, buddy.
Let me know if you need anything.
Okay, appreciate you.
Sorry.
That's okay. So yeah, so headed back. I love his new paint job for this year. The new color scheme is awesome, but super cool. I was talking about all the damage in the bottom. That was from Mason, I guess. I just like, so.
See inside?
No, it scares me. Dude, he just kept driving.
Here. That was Kyle Mohan when he parked the initiation on Everton.
Oh yeah, that was a big crash too. That's okay, mine's quite bent also. Part of the game. So, all right, we're gonna go back. We're gonna see if this little guy will fit. Okay.
When we do the slide and stuff in the car.
Okay. We will figure it out. We're gonna go try and fix this. So, off to the next. All right, so we are headed down to find Margaritas. So, I got the whole brakes working. I found out that the problem was something totally different. It was actually Margaritas' idea. So, you realize what the brake problem was?
Do you fix it?
Yeah, fix it.
It was the one we said.
It was the brake calipers that I was not using.
I told you that.
That's so weird. But why would the calipers that aren't attached, why would they get locked up?
That's a very good question.
So the calipers that are not being used were the ones that were dragging, that were locking the car up.
There was vibrating, there was closing.
Maybe.
Locking up.
So this guy had the right idea, we figured that out. But now he's like, hey, come down and drive a real car. An E36, the LS Doctor car.
Don't like E46.
No, they look like ugly jelly beans.
To understand that it's better than E36.
It's not better than E36. This guy is delusional, not better than E36. But we are gonna go take a rip in it, see how it is. Check it out. Okay, so we have a little bit of problem with some braking. It basically doesn't want to brake correctly. Like when I push the foot brake, it brakes only in the rear. I don't know if that's a caliper problem. I don't know if that's a braking problem. I don't know if that's me setting it up problem. I have no idea. But then Margaret's like, oh, drive my car, see if it's the same. I drove his car, not the same. Not the same problem at all. So it's got to be this, the problem's on this car, on this setup. So what I'm thinking, if I had to guess, so I have dual calipers, right? And the first problem with the car not rolling was that these calipers were locked up. Fix that problem, no big deal. Now there's no fluid in them, they're spaced out. All right, so now we go to this setup. How, or I guess, yeah, like how or what is going on with here is a little bit more unique, I guess. So what's going on is that for some reason when I pull the handbrake, this stops very, very quickly. When I push the foot brake, the rear lock up faster than the front. So not only can you not left foot brake, but as you are driving and you're kind of trying to steer the car around the track, if you load the front at all with the front of the car, instead of loading and rotating, it just like brakes from the back of the car and the car doesn't want to rotate. So it's a very odd way of driving and it does not feel very good. So we're trying to fix that up. We got Rob right here.
Hola.
Giving me the idea of how to fix everything. But
no, Rob's good at fixing stuff. He's just always changing things to make it better. So
yes, that's the game right now. We just have to figure out how to change it the right way.
I mean, you're not growing if you're not changing stuff. So
that's the plan.
Yeah.
We went a lot of backwards today. So now we can hopefully go forward for the next event.
We'll troubleshoot here so you don't have issues on the track.
That's why we're here. That's why we come to your events, buddy.
Oh yeah.
Come on now. I know the game. I'd rather look stupid out here than, across country.
Right.
So, but anyways, yeah. So I think what the problem is that I have too big of pistons on these calipers back here, and it just, when you push it, it just goes boop and just stops the rear brakes really, really, really hard. I even swapped pads, which it did make it better, but it still wasn't it still wasn't good. So yeah, I need to figure something out. It's very much too too hard of a hit. But anyways, we'll figure that out. Next part here, we also played with the throttle. We got the throttle kind of okay, but literally we went right back to the original tune. So the red line is good, but there's like a dead spot in the pedal that's not there with the other pedal. So something is happening. Something is wrong, something is bogging, something is changing, something is different, and we don't know what it is from one map to the other map. We can't figure it out now. Even if we copy the map and try and adjust it and move it over, we still can't figure out what that is. So we're gonna be playing with that a little bit more. It sucks because it's so loud. We can't play with that at home, and I don't have a trailer, so I don't even know when I'm gonna be able to start it back up and try it again. I really don't. But hopefully we can borrow a truck or a trailer or get something so I can tow with, so we can get this vehicle from point A to point B and run some laps. The tow truck is hurt. If anyone knows where I can find a 14B-T turbo engine for a Toyota Dyna, please let me know, because I desperately need one, because I want to put the tow truck back together. But overall day, kind of rough. I have not struggled in a car this much in a long time. So maybe she's just mad at me for letting other people drive it, but hopefully we can figure it out, because I was planning on driving this thing at hot pit the next round. So just gotta do some work, get some stuff going. The hydro thing, like worst case scenario, I just go right back to the dual caliper setup that I had. But the reason why I'm trying to do this is this car's quite a bit overweight. I'm trying to get some weight out of the car. I know a hydro setup in a line is like not that much weight, but if I can figure out how to master the inline hydro setup and have it actually feel good, then when we are like on other cars that are a little bit harder to work on, we can just run an inline and you don't really have to mess with the rest of the dual caliper setup thing. So but it is nice to have the calipers separated, which is how it is right now. However, when you go to work on the car, it is an extra caliper to fight with, and I know this sounds funny because it's like, oh, it's just 2 more bolts. But 2 more bolts is something that can come loose, something that can break, 2 more brackets, like 2 more of everything. So if we can change that up and not have to do that, then, hats off, and it'll be a better game. But either way, we'll figure it out. So thank you guys. We are headed out. Everyone's loaded out and headed out as well. Once again, Brandon, thank you for letting me borrow your truck and trailer. It is super cool. I do appreciate it. If I add and figure out how to fix these, I will go back to it. I thought it was this pressure proportion valve thing I had. That wasn't the case. So, don't know. But we will be working on it. We're going to be working on Kadu, get this thing dialed in, and hopefully you'll see it at Hot Pit, because I want to rip this thing. I have not drove a competitive LS car in a long time, so hopefully we can go jam and see how it works. But anyways, hang in there. You guys have fun. We'll see you soon. Enjoy.